Hello, all. It's your girl, Crystal, the creator and host of Pages. Welcome to an environment for us to express what's on our minds regarding random topics without judgment. So, without further ado, let's turn to page 8, titled Homelessness. Homelessness is a word most commonly used to describe someone who lives on the street without having a permanent shelter of their own. While driving or walking, when you see a person holding a sign reading, I'm homeless, need money and food, some assume that person is either telling the truth or is a scam artist. Society has also painted a negative picture towards those who are homeless, such as, those people are dangerous, they're fakes, they don't want to work, they're alcoholics, or even drug addicts. There was a time in the past when I was guilty of falling in the hooks of believing some of these things, which ultimately swayed my decision to give or not to give. I remember walking downtown, seeing a man holding a sign saying he's homeless and asking for help while smoking a cigarette. I was like, what? Really? Nah, I ain't about to give him my money to use towards cigarettes. I remember a lady with a sign at Walmart asking for food for her children. Later, I saw a man with a sign asking for food and willing to work. Those two I gave because I felt both were being truthful. As I matured and did my research on homelessness, my entire mindset changed. I felt bad for the way I judged them. Now, when I see anyone who poses to be displaced, I help regardless. It's not up for me to judge if they are real or not. If it's in my heart to give, then I give. Allow me to share what I've learned. You may not know this, so pay close attention. Homelessness can be defined in 4 different ways. Yes, 4. This totally blew my mind, and who would have thought at one time during my life I fell in one of the 4 categories? Before digging deep, allow me to share some statistics. Homelessness is a global issue. Nearly 31 million children around the world are left unhoused. Many of these children and their families are forced to flee their homes due to war, persecution, and natural disasters. Some are left without shelter due to circumstances beyond their control. Some reason for homelessness includes periods of unemployment, waiting on public assistance programs, domestic abuse, and mental illness. So it's important to understand that each case presents its own different root causes and challenges. In America, homelessness has been rapidly growing since the early 1990s, with swelling growth in the suburban and rural areas. For youth and young adults in America, there are about 4 million who experiences homelessness. According to the U.S. Interagency Council on Homelessness, the United States has 12 states with more than 10,000 people experiencing homelessness, including Arizona, California, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, New York, Massachusetts, Ohio, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Texas, and Washington. You may not agree when I say we are in a national crisis. In my opinion, you first have to understand the different types of homelessness in order to brainstorm solutions. So now let's talk about the 4 types. The first type is transitional homelessness. There's a popular misconception that homelessness is a chronic condition. While it's true in some cases, in reality, the most common type of homelessness is transitional. Transitional homelessness is a state of homelessness that's a result of a major life change or catastrophic event. These life changes might be job loss, a health condition, divorce, domestic abuse, a substance use disorder, or a personal or family crisis, among many others, resulting in people being in unhoused situations for less than a year. People who experience transitional homelessness may enter housing programs for a limited time. They may also sleep in their cars or outside. Oftentimes, people experiencing transitional homelessness still have jobs but cannot afford housing and other expenses. Many people experiencing this type of homelessness tend to be younger. Compared to older people, young people are often considered invisible homeless, and statistics about them are scarce as they don't typically access services. The first sign of homelessness for them may be couch surfing or sleeping over with friends. The LGBTQ community faces unique challenges and is often more likely to face violence, abuse, and exploitation. According to the Williams Institute, the most common factor to LGBTQ homelessness is family rejection based on sexual orientation and gender identity. I don't know about y'all, but that's deep. The second type is episodic homelessness. People can also experience episodic homelessness whether they are currently unhoused or experience at least 3 periods of homelessness within the last 12 months. In contrast, those confronting the realities of chronic homelessness usually experience 4 periods within a calendar year without a home. Like transitional homelessness, many of those facing episodic homelessness are younger or dealing with a debilitating condition. These conditions could be substance use disorder, mental illness, and other mental and or physical health conditions. In some cases, some unhoused individuals have seasonal or minimum wage income jobs. This type of homelessness can eventually become chronic without adequate resources and support. The third type is chronic homelessness. A person experiencing chronic homelessness is defined as an unaccompanied homeless individual with a debilitating condition who has been homeless for more than 1 year. It's more common for people experiencing chronic homelessness to also deal with a certain disability, mental health condition, addiction, and other debilitating conditions that restricts their ability to escape homelessness. Many unhoused people have complex, long-term health issues and live on the streets, in parks, in cars, or in other places that are not suitable or safe for living. The fourth type of homelessness is referred to as hidden homelessness. Individuals who live with others temporarily without a permanent home are considered hidden homeless, as it is often unnoticed. Since they lack access to housing support, resources, and cannot be identified, they are hidden from national statistics on homelessness. People who experience hidden homelessness often turns to friends, family, and neighbors for a shelter or a place of refuge. In a lot of cases, many of these people cannot afford to pay rent or afford other living expenses. Many in the hidden homelessness population are younger people who have experienced a sudden catastrophic life change, trauma, or challenges as a result. Compared to older people, young individuals are often considered invisible homeless, and statistics about them are scarce as they don't typically access services. The first sign of homelessness for them may be couch surfing or sleeping over with friends, which is considered to be less serious than sleeping on the street. Now that you are in the know about the 4 different types of homelessness, what do you guys think? Please comment. The hidden homelessness is the one that grabbed me the most. After reviewing all of these, I realized I actually know of several individuals and families who would be considered as homeless, including myself. Yep, yours truly. A long time ago, I had to move back home to live with my parents because of making the wrong decisions. Those decisions landed me back at home living under their rules as an adult. Believe me when I say, lesson learned. And I'm also thankful for my parents. So during that time, I was considered to be the fourth type, hidden homelessness. All this time, I thought being homeless meant you lived on the streets or in your car. However, it's so much more than that. It makes you think, don't it? I guess it comes easy for us to help a family member who hit hard times, but it's hard for us to help someone we pass sleeping on the streets or holding a sign at Walmart asking for help. We judge the ones we don't know, but at times continue to help the ones we know without judgment, over and over and over again in some cases. What is it called? The revolving door? I digress. So, how can you help? This is a topic that I hold dearly to my heart. Helping those who have been displaced is what I try to do on a personal level and through my nonprofit, Living for Others. If you would like to help, please check out and pass along our website information. Our website address is www.living, the number 4, others.org. Other options are as follows: the Greenville Homeless Alliance, their website, www.gvlhomes, the number 4, all.org. The Red Nose Day web address is comicrelief.org. National Alliance to End Homelessness website is www.endhomelessness.org. And always reach out to your local agencies for your state to obtain additional avenues. I hope this topic has provided clarity and a new perspective around those who are less fortunate than others, aka homeless. Please don't forget to subscribe, follow, like, share, download, and comment. You can also connect with me on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, iHeart, and wherever you get your podcasts. Remember to embrace who you are and make every day a good mental health day. Peace out.